But let's quickly shift focus to a Praj Industries. And overall, if you go to see, the stock is trading under pressure, and despite a strong set of numbers that had come in fact, now we are seeing a major recovery trading at the day's highest levels with gains of 0.3% coming in over there. Shishir Joshipura, CEO and MD at Praj Industries, joins us. Welcome to the show, Shishir. To start off with, firstly, a very strong set of numbers that we've seen with regards to the quarter. Profits have jumped 8.7 times. Margins have also improved. If you could just help us understand what has led to this kind of a strong performance this time around.
Hiral, good morning. Thank you for your comments. The results that we have delivered in first quarter are reflective of several parameters. I think on the revenue and the bottom line side, what you see is a clear business mix issue where we have had a higher share of exports compared to the domestic market. But the more important thing is also the complete change of sentiment in several markets that we are serving, where the government-led policy interventions in India, especially also in some of the other markets in the world, are now auguring well for our business's growth, especially in terms of the ethanol blending mandates that are coming about. Also the zero liquid discharge norms that are being enforced strictly. So we are seeing external environment that is turning favorable, and our company is invested very heavily over the last 5 to 6 years into development of technologies that we strongly believed in, and in many ways those are the technologies that will come to play now.
So are you expecting this kind of performance to continue? And if you have to see the run rate as well, the profit number is at around 3.5 crores this time around. Do we expect to hit the 15 crore mark with regards to profitability in FY19?
Let me put it like this. Ours is a project business, and we are very sure of delivering a result that is built on this as we move forward. And a project business does have some kind of a lumpiness in its nature, but we are very sure that as we go forward, we'll continue to build on this performance.
Right. So overall, what's your expectation with regards to where FY19 as a year is concerned? What is your target with regards to growth in terms of top line as well as bottom line?
So, as I was mentioning, we are clearly seeing an external environment that's favorable, an internal strength on the technology that has been built over a period of time, which directly addresses the new emerging needs in the market. And we are uniquely positioned to leverage that not only in India, but also in several other markets in the world that we serve. So going forward, we expect that all of this will translate. Just to give you an idea, over the last 3 months, we have seen a 30% jump in our domestic inquiries for ethanol at the back of the policy initiatives that the government has announced.
Right. Last quarter as well, we were talking about a lot of inquiries. How much of it has turned into tangible orders with regards to where OMCs are concerned?
So, with respect to the OMC, we now have the third contract awarded to us for the engineering and the licensing package for the second generation biorefinery. And that's the momentum that continues to build. So we now have 3 such contracts that we are building for IOCL, HPCL and BPCL. Okay.
And overall, where does the order book stand right now?
Overall, our order book is in excess of 800 crores now. And it is continuing to build strongly.
Right. And with regards to the order book as well, what's the kind of revenue visibility that you have?
So we are, we are in a little longish cycle project. So as we see it now, we are very confident that we will be able to surpass what we did last year and post the results in line with our plan.
Okay. And apart from that as well, which export markets are showing good amount of growth this time around? And going ahead, what will be the kind of growth areas?
So we are seeing very positive signs from several markets in the world. We are currently seeing very good action on ground in Southeast Asia. We are seeing similar activity developing in South America, especially in Bolivia, Argentina. We are also seeing Mexico. We are also seeing good traction coming up for some of our technology offerings in United States. Europe has just taken up a movement to pass the RED II directive, which will lead to the second generation ethanol refineries coming up. So we see a whole host of activities across the geographies, and all of them augur well for us.
Right, and Shishir, overall as well, with regards to where Praj high purity is concerned, apart from that, with regards to where critical process equipment and systems go, the water and wastewater, business as well, all of these have been, the momentum has been really slow, and the key trigger that the investors are actually picking up is that once momentum picks up in these businesses, the overall performance of the company could change. Where are we on this?
So Hiral, as I mentioned to you a little earlier, the zero liquid discharge is gaining ground because increasingly corporates are, because of the regulation and also because of this increased awareness on sustainability and the way of conducting their business, also the demands from their own customers to be very sustainable in their operations on resource conservation, etc. We are seeing very good traction building up for the zero liquid discharge systems. There also our inquiry base has just jumped almost by a factor of 2 in the last 3 months. So we are seeing that on our pharma business with the Praj High Purity, it is very sector specific, and there we are seeing that maybe the whole tailwind will come at the back of some of the innovations that we are trying to introduce in the market. So PHS is on the lever of innovation and reach. Whereas for our water and wastewater system business, it is at the back of this expanding horizon for the people on sustainability. And for the CPS business of ours, we have decided to approach the market much more strategically. So we are looking at long-term relationships establishment with some of the key players in the world, which will then help us to have a steady state business going forward.
But very lastly, Shishir, with regards to ethanol pricing as well, is the level comfortable with what the government has said right now?
I think this is a huge first step, and we should be thankful for a very forward-looking policy that has come up, and we are confident that this will really spur, because as I was already mentioning to you, we are already 30% up on our inquiry base, and that is clearly reflective of the positive sentiments that it has created.
Right. All right, Shishir. Pleasure speaking to you, and thank you for sharing your views as well. So that's with regards to Praj Industries. But let's quickly just address the visuals that were being showed right now as well. You have